everyone. So I work with the internal production house for the athletics department at Gamecock Productions for the University of South Carolina. And so our mission statement is to instill the sights, sounds, and emotions of every Gamecock athletics and every fan with innovative and original videos. So with the post-production, we cover all of the game highlights that we create, the social media video snippets. We cover all of postseason travel for our teams should they make the postseason. We work with the marketing department to create those campaign videos, those team-specific branding videos. We have a lot of student help with editing all 21 team intros. We work on features. We try to produce at least one Gamecock Confidential series a year, and then we're obligated to create 39 coaches shows throughout the year for IMG Sports Marketing. So we have 4 full-time staffers, 2 postgraduate interns, and 23 undergraduate production assistants. Our production assistants are kind of our lifeline to be able to make all of that happen. So we have 6 paid positions, 2 additional work study. You have to be financially eligible for those. We have internship for credit, and if you don't fall under any of those categories, you can come to us on a volunteer basis. Our students set their own office hours. We find that this helps allow students to understand time management as well as being able to adapt to their studies if one week is more demanding on their classwork than another. And we find that our students come into the office a lot more when we don't set their own office hours. The only thing that we do set for students is the monthly game crew calendar. And so to try to recruit within our students, we have a strong relationship with the School of Journalism and Media Arts, and then what I like to call is our Minion program. There is an in-state high school that has a really strong broadcast journalism program, and so their teacher funnels their incoming USC students to us, so we get to start them right on usually their first day on campus as an incoming freshman. We do avoid using social media because I have received chemist majors and violin majors who want to work with us, and so we really only stick to broadcast journalism or media arts majors. So the first 4 to 6 weeks for the incoming student is the learning period where they get to shadow the shooters, the game log, or melters, and then they also get to work with the social media person assigned for those games. After they understand our infrastructure and our workflow, we'll begin giving them easy projects and then move them up as far as working some of those crew positions, starting with shooter and working their way up to being the social media editor. The lifeline for our department is that we have a weekly mandatory meeting. It's usually about a half an hour. We go over the agenda for the week, any crew updates, and then in between those meetings, we use the Google Drive. So these are just some of the screenshots. We have one of the tabs is the projects drive. And so students can plug in on their project. Are they color correcting? Do they need final approval? Are they working with the sports info director to set up the shoot? And then the other thing is we mandate that all of our students add the calendar to their phones, so they can just go and click on the event that they're working, see any edit detail events, and if marketing has sent us any information for any pregame extra information, that the student is updated on that before they actually get to the game to start covering that. Last year, we ran into a problem with the increase for demands of video began pulling away our staff, full-time staff, from training our students. And so to try to fix this, this past August, we split all of our students into 4 groups, 1 to 2 group leaders per group. And then the rest of the group is made up of junior, freshmen, and sophomores. And then we try to organize the students based on skill level, so each group still maintains that same quality when they're working games or on projects. The group leader, we wanted to give them a little bit more responsibility to prep them for the real world. So they were assigned with handing out student projects, training students within our workflow and our infrastructure. And then the one big thing that we wanted to give them more experience was management of students as far as the game crew schedule. And so all broadcasted games require 3 students. Football needs 8, usually full-time staff will assign those out. And then all other sports receive 2 PAs for coverage. And so the group leader was responsible for trying to make sure that request offs were granted, working around class schedules. Not all of our students have cars, so they had to figure out transportation. And then determining how to balance the crew to make sure every production is still working together to give us the same quality that we need. One of the big things when we're editing projects is we don't say this is student-based, this is faculty-based, this is Gamecock Productions. And this past year, between December and May graduates, they all had jobs before they actually graduated college. And we have a 100% graduation success rate that all of our students do place a position within 3 months of graduation.